We're rolling? Looks like it. Hey, Donzo's here. Look at there. That's quick enough. Somebody needs to send you a camera, dog. I feel like you're being filmed through a potato. Somebody needs to send you a camera, dog. you look like you got the late 1970s B-rated horror movie filter on your camera.
That's right, I do.
I fully expect to see some scantily clad blonde-headed chick run upstairs and hide in the closet from the axe murder, knowing there's no fucking way out of there.
That's right. Once you're in, baby. What's good? What's up, everybody?
You went off your phone?
No, it's just our shitty fucking webcam.
Oh, dude, you could get a webcam for like $25.
Yeah, you want to buy it? You want to buy it for me?
Yeah, I will. I'll order you one for real. They're not expensive, dude. I'll get you one.
No, I know. Me and Ernie have actually just started looking at getting some new ones. I'm gonna get like a nice 4K one, even though that doesn't usually work for the streaming, but it'll work if I'm doing some other filming.
Right. Yeah, it won't work on the streaming, but
right.
Your sound is fine. You've always got that little bit of muffled white noise in the background. It's not annoying.
No, I get you.
It just sounds like a slightly out of tune radio station, but barely even on. You know what I mean?
Probably because my PC is like right behind my fucking monitor, and the fan's loud as a motherfucker.
That's probably what it is. That sounds exactly right. Let's see. Who all we got in here, Donnie? Let's say hey to everybody.
Shit. We got all kinds of motherfuckers.
Yeah. Marco, Ground Fog, One Moon,
Paul Mills, Space Ghost, RC,
B&A. It's funny how these guys that annoyingly elect to have very long YouTube names, we just shortcut that shit. We ain't typing all that. I ain't typing brand new American every time I want to speak to him. It's just B&A.
Shit, no.
Yeah.
What up, Stevie? What's good, buddy?
Was Stevie in here?
Yeah. You still traveling, bud?
Yeah, I meant to ask Stevie, are you doing the live from the Honey Bucket, whatever you call it? Are you doing that tonight? Wherever you're live from? I know you said you were going to start doing it on Sundays, guys. I have to bounce at 11, so we've got 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, I have had.
You got a stripper coming over or what?
No, dude. I've just had I've had a horrible weekend, dog.
All right.
The last 4 or 5 days, this personal shit has been a nightmare, man.
Dude, I actually meant to call you yesterday, and I was just fucking busy all day, man.
Well, you know, I don't know if you know this, but last week my grinder motor burned up.
I think I heard you talking about it, yeah.
Right. So I went back. It was out of warranty. So I went back and bought the exact same one and got the extended warranty because my plan was to get them, wait a few weeks, throw the old one in the box, take it back.
Yeah, buddy, that's classic. That's classic.
Dude, the brand new one burned up on me the other day.
Oh. Damn.
Less than 2 weeks old. It just. So get this. I was like, well, no big deal. I got a warranty on it. But I was trying to finish a knife. And I've got that old Norse 2x42 that I never use. It's the one that I told you does the perfect straight plunge on one side and a perfect. Yeah. So I thought, but I was doing handles. So all I needed was a grinder. So whenever I turned it on, burn it up too.
Damn. The fuck? That's bad luck, dude.
Yeah, burnt too. I think it's because Meathead seems to think it's because when I'm working with all that epoxy stuff, he's like, those motors have to have air intake somewhere to pull in cooling air. He said, I think you're sucking all this metal dust and epoxy dust up into the motor and it's burning them up. So
that could be.
I'm going to start blowing the table off like every time I stop to take a break to keep it from
maybe try to get some, wrap some pantyhose around the motor.
Yeah. I got a
like a pre-filter, you know?
I got a big 1 horse now, and that old one said it was 3/4 horse, but when tested, most people said it was actually closer to a half.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I got twice the power. I don't know what twice the power is going to mean in my grinding. I mean, I guess
go faster.
it's not going to slow down. I'm not going to bind it bind it down as easily. But I don't know that that's ever really been an issue. So I don't know if I'll get any advantage out of it or not.
But, I mean, yeah, you will, man. I mean, it'll hog a little better and shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
I think it's good to. I'd like to fucking upgrade my shit too.
But my point was, what I want to talk about, this was the only good thing that happened. When I went back in, I was like, hey, I just bought this 2 weeks ago and it's quit already. They were like, well, just grab another one. And I was like, well, hey, I was just wondering if I could upgrade. And they're like, yeah, you can use that money to upgrade and get a better one.
Okay.
I happened to have a picture on my phone of a deal they had going for 30% off of that brand.
Nice.
So I went from what I have to a grinder, literally twice the size, twice the weight, twice the horsepower for $22.
Yeah.
$22. And I got a 3-year replacement on this one.
Fucking working it. I like it.
Yeah, that's the only good thing I've had happen the past 4 or 5. Well, I'll take that back, man. I hooked up with an old buddy I hadn't seen in years. Come to find out, he's a very successful industrial electrical contractor.
Okay.
He's big into knives, and he saw one of mine on Facebook and just kept blowing me up about it, man, how beautiful it was.
Nice.
And what made me feel really good, Donnie, and I'm not letting this go to my head because I know the reality of the situation. But I had to drive to Trussville, 50 minutes from my house, to deliver the knife.
All right.
And he's sitting there and his desk is covered in William Henry's. And he's comparing my shit to that. And I'm like, no, dude.
You're like, nah.
No, dude. This
Let's
is not.
That down a bit. Let's calm that down a bit.
He's like, but what you don't understand is, he said, for the price.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm just as impressed. He's like, because I'm not paying $1,500 for your knife. Dude, those little knives are fucking mind-blowing, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They're just tiny. They're tiny, and like everything works perfect, and they're super smooth. What really impressed me is they actually put a razor-sharp edge on them. You know nobody's ever going to use that knife other than maybe to cut the tip off of a Cuban cigar.
Oh, yeah, fuck no.
But I was really impressed. I've never handled a William Henry before.
I've never held one. I've seen them, but I never held one.
Yeah. He gave me some mammoth molar, too.
What?
Yeah, he gave me some mammoth molar. It's enough to do like a bolster on a knife. It's not enough to do a bolster. I wouldn't want a whole scale of it, dude. It's not necessarily my jam. I appreciate it, but I've also never worked with it. So I'll be. In all honesty, he's probably going to end up with that knife.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll probably make it. He'll buy it back from me. But he's already sold me another thug. So like he got his, took it, showed it to his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law wants one, so that worked out great. What's up, Stabby? How you doing?
Squat shot. Either one of us could do that, bud.
Yeah, tiny pocket hatchet. Oh shit.
Yeah, Stabby, I'm fucking grinding the shit up right now, lady.
So I haven't worked much this weekend. Fortunately, I got everything off to Brian F.
Nice.
So the only customer I have that's pressing at the moment, this is how far I've caught up, is Nagyoka, and he just put his order in a month ago. So yeah, I've made a lot of progression in the past few weeks. And a lot of that is because of Brian, though. I mean, he's got to put the scales on them, but if I could put those scales on,
but that's the whole plan.
Yeah, it'd take me months to put the scales on all those because I'm so slow at it. And
yeah,
we don't realize, dude, when I do scales, I usually do them 2 or 3 times. Like that's how bad I am at it. I fuck it up 2 or 3 times. It's literally a week before I've got a set of scales on a knife that I'm even. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I'm proud of, but that I'm not completely ashamed of.
I got you.
And I appreciate that, man. Those William Henrys, they're not for me. I get that, but that little button lock, as tiny as it is, as good as it works, dude. That hats off to whoever's making those knives, man. That's impressive stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then the button's got a little tiny. You almost have a magnifying glass to see it, but it's got a little tiny ruby inlay in it. And, I mean, I get it. Those are like for the the $250,000 over/under shotgun skeet shooting crowd. You know, it's just a flex, but
Right.
not for me. But it's impressive. Yeah.
Squat shot, yeah, it's plus knives on Insta.
Yeah, squat shot. He'll hook you up, dude. He can sure enough make that for you. I'm not. I don't currently. I've thought about doing some stuff like that, but I'm not really set up to deal with anything over 2 inches, really. Not that I couldn't, but to be honest, Donnie, I don't even know where to buy it. Like, where do I buy something?
Oh, you're talking about a pocket hatchet. That's small.
But yeah, but maybe I'm just not. Yeah,
if you're talking about a full size hatchet, that's different.
Yeah, if the handle's not integral, I can see that. I don't know. I need to perfect what I'm doing before I.
Oh yeah, exactly, man, for sure. Like I can take that on as book spot and spend some extra time figuring it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bugsy's got a William Henry.
Oh shit!
You see the most impressive thing? Dude, my camera froze. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you froze, but you're good.
William Henry are soft. I'm sure they are, Aiden. I mean, with all that copper forged into the steel and all that, that's not the edge retention crowd's thing. It's just impressive craftsmanship. But you're probably right. It probably don't stay sharp for shit.
Yeah, blade play's not the best either, buddy. How do you guys keep your knives? I got mine in a fucking hat right here. Like, oh, there's a knife. Oh shit, there's a knife. Oh shit, that's the one I was looking for.
I really want to buy that. Have you seen that new thing OCD's got? That magnetic, like carousel that you just stick them to. The magnet holds them. They all just dangle there, so you can spin it and get the knife you want.
I only saw it because I saw fucking Tri-State showing it.
Well,
He bought one of those dumbass fucking rotary things.
Yeah, I like it because my collection is now small enough that that's all I need. I don't need this big. I would give this box away. I've thought about it several times, but I'm not paying the shipping on this sumbitch. You can go to Harbor Freight and buy it for $60 on sale. It cost me $40 to ship it.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't messing with it. I may just take it to the shop and put, I don't know, like carbide bits, the expensive stuff in it. Did you just link Freeman Knives, Kyle? Is Kyle here? I didn't even see Kyle.
Yeah, he just popped in and he linked me. Hey, Matt and Donna, what up?
I think Kyle did just link Freeman Knives. I'm just a little confused as to why Kyle had Freeman Knives linked that handy. Like he just, here it is. Kyle, you just been sitting on Freeman Knives' link waiting to use it? Because you jumped on it quick. Yeah, the Wheel of Doom, Illuminati. That would be perfect for me at this point because I don't have enough knives that I need a big knife box anymore.
Yeah, I was talking shit on that new thing fucking Tri-State got. It's got like a dial on the side and it like spins this way.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's fucking stupid.
The one, so it's not, you're not talking about the same thing that.
No, not the dangly one. No.
Oh, okay. I'm very content with what I have right now. The only thing I wish I could get scales put on this police form. I don't like the color. I don't like the FRN. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But everybody's right. It does feel cheap. It feels like a little Tox toy. Yeah. I really.
The knife's fine, but this shit, yeah, it does feel cheap for sure.
And
I don't think I'll ever have any problem with it, but
it is screwed together. If you guys know somebody that could possibly make some custom scales for this, hit me up because I love this knife. Don't love the scales.
I'd love to say I'd do it for you, but I ain't got time for that shit.
Oh, I don't have the. I've did one. I rescaled one of my own, and it was an absolute. Yeah, it was a disaster.
It didn't go well, eh?
Yeah, Aiden, it's a K390 Police 4. I'd like to have some micarta or something for it. That'd be awesome.
For some reason, I always wanted the old school police. There's like that one that's all metal, and then there's like an all serrated one, and they match. Yeah. I've just always wanted the pair for no reason.
I only want the old school police because the Beastie Boys used it in the Sabotage video.
Yeah. That's a good fucking reason.
Yeah. And we don't have to get on music right now, but I still to this day stand by That's the best rap album ever recorded. Was License to Ill.
Rap album?
Yes.
That's fucking blasphemy.
And I'm sure you're right, but for me, it's the only album that I could just mash play and enjoy every single song.
I mean, I get you too.
Every other album I've ever listened to, there's always a couple of duds, something that just don't hit. But License to Ill, dude, every song is a fucking banger.
I'll give you the best. If you're gonna say the best Beastie Boys album, I'll give you that.
Yeah, you're right. Eminem, Carbon Fiber would be sweet, but I ain't working with Carbon Fiber.
Carbon Fiber is actually pretty easy to work.
Huh?
I said Carbon Fiber is actually pretty easy to work.
Yeah, but it just costs you so much.
It's fucking expensive for sure.
Yeah.
Most deaf.
Space Ghost, I've never heard of that, but I agree. Before that, I only owned one. Well, the first CD I ever owned that I could just mash play and let it play all day. You already know this, Donnie. It's Hank Williams Jr. Greatest Hits Volume 2.
I was going to guess Limp Bizkit $3 bill, but
And then I went because growing up, all we had was a country station. There was no rock stations. There was no internet.
Yeah, you're old, I know.
And then when I discovered rock and roll, it was the Back in Black album. I could listen to it from beginning to end. But the one I listened to the most when I got in the military, dude, I went to Circuit City. You remember Circuit City?
Yep.
I went to Circuit City and bought like this $3,000 Onkyo home stereo system on credit. I paid for that shit for like 8 years, dude.
What the fuck?
Probably 88% interest. I don't know. But it was badass. And but I bought it specific. The reason I paid so much for it is because it was 120/240. When in the military, you travel a lot. So you take your electronics overseas, they don't work.
Right.
Everything's 240. No, they don't use 110 at all overseas.
Yeah.
So you plug your shit in, it just catches on fire. It had to be
Demonoc?
I think they called it European approved.
Did I just make that up?
But anyway, the first CD I bought with that system was the Black Crowes Shake Your Moneymaker. That I would literally, when I put it in and mash play, I probably listened to it 10 times from beginning to end. And when I walk out of my room, I would turn the volume down and leave. Come back 8 hours later, just turn the volume up.
Just still going.
And like 6 months later, dude, this random sailor from downstairs comes up and knocks on my door, man. He's like, hey, dude, I appreciate good music as much as anybody. Can you please fucking swap that CD?
Cut that shit off.
He's like, I've been hearing that shit for 6 months, man.
Damn.
Like, my bad, dog.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I switched it out for the Danzig Mother album.
Mother.
Yeah. It was not as good as Shake Your Moneymaker, though. If you're a fan of Southern, a lot of my buddies call it Southern trash rock because it's not very clean. But Shake Your Moneymaker was the shit, dude. So good.
I don't even honestly know if I know that song.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet I do if I hear it.
You've heard this Hey Pretty Thing. Hey Pretty Thing. Come on, somebody help me. Hey, let me light your candle. Hey Pretty Thing, let me light your candle.
I mean, already that sounds familiar.
Something so hard to handle. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure I know it if I heard it.
Yeah. Yes, the don't hand me no lines. Don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
All right.
Talk about her not putting out is what it's pretty much about.
What up, Marcel? I'm just letting this nice blizzy dry.
Yeah, because my mom's so hard to handle now. Yeah, that was an awesome album, man. And I know I listened to it without skipping a song at least 300 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not my jam, but I get it.
Toby Keith put out some good music, man. I saw when Toby Keith first hit it big, all country music stars, late 70s, 80s, or even early 90s, when they hit it big, the very first thing they did when they got a contract was they signed up for the Southern tour. It was just a tour of all these honky-tonk bars through the South, and we have one here in Gadsden. It was called the Fuzzy Duck. The sign out front was a drunk duck.
Nice.
But
I ate at a place called the Ruddy Duck once. That was weird.
So Tim McGraw came through there. Toby Keith came through there. My mom worked for the ABC store. So the liquor vendors who actually sponsored the Southern Tour, Jim Beam sponsored the Southern Tour.
All right,
So
all right.
Jim Beam rep would always give her tickets and she'd give them to me.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Georgia Satellites were a lot like the Black Crows, kind of that Southern trash rock.
Our year, I smoked the J's too, man. I got an affinity for blunts because I love the tobacco, but
yeah,
B&A, I need to buy a new bong, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got scared here recently, dude. I found a damn glass pipe in my kitchen sink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I had to ask. She's like, "No, I just smoke weed on it. Just cleaner." And I was like,
Well, I mean, there are different
okay.
kinds of pipes.
"Huh?"
I said there are different kinds of pipes.
I'm not. Yeah, I say I'm not smart enough to know that. I just saw.
Yeah, I just hung out enough meth smoking motherfuckers to know.
Well, I did too, but I still didn't know that people smoked marijuana on a glass pipe.
Oh yeah.
But I thought it was odd because it was kind of flat and dished. It wasn't just a bulb.
Yeah.
So I knew something was different, but apparently she was cleaning it. I don't know.
My ex homie, that motherfucker was so bent on this shit. He used to blow his own bubble every night before smoking. Like, dude, the dude was out of control.
Yeah.
We're not friends anymore. He's a piece of shit.
I got you. I saw Tim McGraw. Dude, Donna, the night Tim McGraw played at the Fuzzy Duck was the night he found out the Indian Outlaw went platinum. So he hung around after the concert, and we all sat around taking shots of Jim Beam together because, like I said, they had sponsored the tour. A lot of people don't realize that. Those country artists, dude, the majority of their money back then came from Jim Beam. Jim Beam would sponsor their tours. But now your alcohol companies aren't allowed to use certain advertising, so I don't know if that still exists.
All right, Dr. Drew, you're right. The one hitters do look like the crack pipe. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Yeah. It just scared me when I saw it, dude. It was in like a Ziploc bag, soaking in some type of detergent. I don't know what she's doing. But, yeah. Dude, I talked about it on a live stream here a while back. Do me a favor, y'all. Tag me in it. Everybody that buys these, make a post.
That's so gross.
And dude, these Post Malone Oreos are fucking delicious.
Fuck
dude.
out of here! I don't like any flavored Oreos. If it ain't original,
I don't either. I don't eat Oreos.
Nasty.
I don't either, dude. But this is like a salted caramel swirl, shortbread flavor. These things are badass, dude. Mad Yoko's bought some, and he made a post about it, saying the same thing. I don't even eat.
I mean, to each their own. That's not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't eat Oreos, but those are fucking amazing.
Ed, that's fucking awesome, man. I wish I could have been down there. I mean, I would have seen Red. I wouldn't have seen those other people. I don't know who Rob is, but
which one was this weekend? Texas?
Yeah.
Ed,
so it's my weakness, bud.
Ed, did you get to meet Hinder Collector?
Oh, I bet he was down there, right? Yeah. I wanted to go. I just wanted to go to visit, but I still couldn't swing it. I fucking have too much shit to do and not enough money.
I know that feeling. Let me tell you what's weird, Donnie. I'm not going to talk about how much money I've collected in the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
But it was a significant amount because I had a lot of knives finished and get delivered and get paid for. But my bank account is literally at the exact same amount as it was before that.
Yeah, that's our life.
I just realized I was running out of stainless steel foil. That's a fucking $100 gone. Poof. You know, for a 10-foot roll 10 foot sounds like a lot. It don't last very long.
Dude, I just looked up my backlog. So I pulled up Alpha Knife Supply and I can see all my transactions back to like 2022. Dude, I've spent like $3,000 on fucking steel and shit from fucking.
It's heartbreaking, dude.
Yeah. And
then Javon.
What's up, Kathleen?
Javon kept at me about wanting some Magna Cut, so I bought a bar of Magna Cut. That's a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know, I've got 2 bars of Crewwear, a bar of Magna Cut. You know, then all this ordeal with the grinder because I had to buy that grinder that only lasted 2 weeks. I spent $200 on that.
Cheers, y'all. Yeah, man, materials, they be hurting.
Yeah.
Same with fucking, more so abrasives, dude. Just throwing away
Oh yeah.
sandpaper. Fucking
I just had to order every grit. 36, 60, 120, 240. I was running out of all of them. I made a mistake here a while back and bought some cubic zirconia belts.
Yako.
Have you
Yeah.
tried the cubic zirconia belts?
No.
I will say this: the knife glides back and forth across it like fucking butter, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you'll jump clean up on your plunge if you're not careful. It's so slick when you're going across it, but I think it creates more heat. It seems like it does to me, and it does not remove as much material.
Yeah, I've heard they're not as aggressive for sure.
It takes longer. Now I might not mind it in a higher grit, but at 36 grit, I don't like it.
Yeah, I pretty much only use fucking ceramics.
Yeah, well, it's to this point. I saved those belts because I paid for them. I've been using them on Nitro V.
All right.
Because it's not as hard to grind as like that 4V and crew wear and all that is. So I've been using it on my Nitro V blades. But yeah. And Kyle, you'll be proud to know I've only bought one block of scale material and I had it shipped straight to Brian just because I knew that the scale material I already shipped him is probably going to be used up on the knives that I shipped him as well.
Who just said that? Pretty Fly. I get my shit through Phoenix Abrasives.
Cletus, you're right. It's a lot of belly aching.
But, oh yeah, we're just bitching. We don't give a fuck.
We do it because we love it. There's no fucking money in it. There's no money in it. But saw a few bars of M398. Where'd you see that at, Aiden? Because when I've seen it, it was outrageous. Aiden, I've been practicing.
Todd Carr does.
My Tontos. I feel like I'm getting close to ready to grind some expenses to grind the Tonto. I've had luck with it grinding some 1095 and some jacked up Nitro V or something that I had. Not quite ready, but I'm only practicing Tontos because I know you want one. So, but hopefully I'll be there before long.
B&A, I need to try some 3M Cubitrons. I haven't tried them yet, but I know a couple makers that swear by them.
He changed his first name from Keith to Mia. What? Who are we talking about, Space Ghost? What's up, Mimo? Mimo dropping his fucking bomb-ass dad jokes and OCD for EDC earlier.
What up, Mimo?
Well, we hadn't discussed that, Aiden. You said Akira Dashi. I want to make what you want, but I'll be honest. I mean, the first knife I had in mind was just going to be like a tactical Tonto, but yeah, you let me know. We'll talk about once you receive your other knife because I know Aiden has waited longer than anybody, and his knife should be at Brian F's probably tomorrow or Tuesday, and I'm going to let him know to get it done first. So.
Shane, what do you charge for your pricks?
$50. No money in that either.
Well, fuck no, but I want to get one for my little sister.
Right. I thought it would be a good way to, make a few bucks off of scrap steel.
Sure.
Then by the time you grind it and ship it and all that shit, you're like, fuck, I made $12.
Dude, that's like when I make the mini prize. Dude, yeah. I'm literally damn near losing money on every one of those.
I'm not complaining. They'll stay $50, but I will say this.
It gets people to fucking know your brand and shit. It's fine.
I'm gonna have to do some price adjusting with Brian being involved. However, it's not gonna be the full price that he charges me.
Sure.
Because I have to discount some because I'm not having to do that part. But there might be. It's really more because of the logistics. It has to be shipped 3 times now.
Yeah, you just got to dial it in, man. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I may have to go up $20 or so, mostly just to cover the shipping, because I'm willing to lose what he charges me off each knife to not have to fuck with the handles. But like right now, and he was very kind, but Kevin Smith bought a knife. We never talked about a sheath. Well, now that it's at Brian's, I found out he wants a sheath. So that means I shipped it to Brian. Brian's got to ship it to Kyle for sharpening. Kyle's got to ship it back to me for a sheath. Then I got to ship it to him. That's $50, dude. Gone.
Yep.
He was kind enough to pay a little extra, and I appreciate it.
Cheetah's hard.
But I'm going to have to be very. I'm going to have to keep very good communication, because if you want one of my less than average Kydex sheaths, just to be honest, I need to know that up front, because if not, my profit margin is gone because of the shipping.
Pretty Fly, they sell fucking gator belts at your Lowe's?
It's Gator brand. It's not what you're thinking.
Oh.
They have
Gator.
Gator.
Like, what the fuck?
They have Gator brand abrasives. I've got some in there in the kitchen for my vibratory sander.
You know what I'm talking about, though. I was confused as a motherfucker.
Yeah, you're talking about the Trizet, the ones with the lines in them.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced what those are good for.
Fucking not shit, but like finish passes.
I don't understand what they do versus what a Scotch-Brite belt can do.
I mean, they're definitely different than Scotch-Brite because they actually put in a scratch pattern, and they're flat. And they're not soft or whatever, but I don't fucking like using them at all.
I don't either. I've tried it.
Maybe I don't know how to use them properly. I don't fucking know.
That may be the case for me too, but I didn't like the result. I'll put it that way. I think my 36 grit stock scratch pattern looked better than the Trizet did.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't use it long enough. I don't know. Yeah. Pretty Fly, I didn't know that, but that is good to know. Gator brand's made in USA. I bought the Gator brand. They've got these things for your vibratory sanders that's not sandpaper. It's like a piece of mesh. You can see through it.
Yep.
That's abrasive. It works pretty good on scales. Like that's what I did. That's what I did Paul Mills with. It does a pretty good job. It's not super fast.
No, but it's because of the fucking open holes in it. It really helps with the buildup and shit. You know, like sandpaper clogs up real fast.
Yeah. Archer, I know you're right. I just made one for this thug I sold locally. By far my best sheath. It actually makes that pop noise when it comes out. But I think that has a lot to do with the design of the knife. That finger choil is a perfect spot for it to get retention. And it was by far the best one I've made yet. I don't know.
Good evening, Josh. What up, dude?
I don't know if I've got pictures of it or not, but it was my best sheath yet.
Cheers if you smoke. If not, sucks to suck.
Yeah, I don't think I took any pictures of it. Dude, 10 hours, Donnie.
10?
That's what I spent grinding this 4V goon. That's 2 inches tall. So it's 2-inch tall stock, 3/16 full flat grind. It took me 10 hours and probably $100 worth of belts to flat grind.
Dude.
Yeah. You want to hear the worst part? Is it a term no knife maker wants to hear?
What's up?
Free knife.
Oh shit.
He bought some from me. It's the only reason I bought that 4V, and I had like 10 inches of it left. So I told him I'd make him something out of it. I'm not complaining at all because I really appreciate what he did for me. But yeah, it was. Yeah, that's my next to last Kydex that I made for the Thug, and it's okay. But on the new one, it doesn't come up quite as far, and it's like at a 45-degree angle. The sheath is. Look at my nasty fingers from working. But that's not, you get epoxy on your fingers, dude, and you never look clean. That shit just has to wear off.
Yup.
But this one is for my buddy Big Chap. Chap's a larger man than I am.
That's a big man.
I'm working on this.
Oh, that one? Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see the handle scales, but it's like lime green and black layered.
Not at all. It just looks like steel.
Yeah. But it's close. I still like some sanding on it. Got to sharpen it, deliver it. But
Palmer, what up?
Aiden, I've heard about those diamond mesh belts, and they are stupid expensive. But I've heard that the longevity of them doesn't equate.
Brian, I was just talking about Shane's prick.
Let's talk about penises.
What's up, Brian?
Yeah, even from what I've heard, they last as long as 3.
Five door, what up, dude?
They last as long as 3 ceramic belts, but they cost 5 times as much as the ceramic belts. Brian, what's your opinion on the diamond belts? I think I talked to you about it, and you told me they weren't worth it.
I use those purple ceramic belts.
Purple.
What yeah, I get them from Phoenix, but you can also get them through Hog Brand.
I've just been using. Brian's gonna be mad at me for this. I just bought everything from Combat Abrasives.
Hey, everybody tell fucking Brian happy birthday with his young ass.
Happy birthday, Brian. I don't remember why Brian told me he didn't use Combat Abrasives, but I know he told me he didn't use them. I think it was customer service is what he didn't like. I haven't had any issues with Combat, but I'd love purple belts. That'd look cool.
Oh, they're wobbly, Brian? Fuck that noise. I already have to deal with fucking a couple belts out of 10 being wobbly already.
Yeah. What causes that? They're just not cut true, so they dance. Yeah,
I would guess. Because I got like, dude, I ran through a batch that was shitty, and like homeboy at Phoenix, like that dude fucking hooked me up, sent me brand new belts, you know, or whatever. But like every one I put on, and they were like moving like this, and like that's not fucking good.
I got you, Brian. I knew we talked about it. You told me you use True Grit for a reason, but to be honest, I've only used the reason I've used Combat is because that's who I started with, and I get really good. I get it really quick. I don't have an issue with the price. They haven't given me a reason to switch. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I need to up my belt game. I mean, the ones I work with now, I make them work, and then I get a clean finish with them and shit. But I think moving to like some 3M belts and some other things, I'd get a lot nicer finish on for my folders and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, what I was meaning to show you on that knife of Chappell's, it's not going to translate because it's all blurry when I show it. But this is the first knife I've ever did a belt progression on the grind.
Oh, okay.
I actually went 36, 60, 120, and I will say I do like it. It does look good.
It does look clean.
I don't think I want that grind on like my goon, because the goon is supposed to be kind of rough around the edges, kind of battlefield pickup type.
Yeah, man, switch it up between styles, yeah, or models, yeah.
Yeah, but for my bird and trouts, I think a bird and trout style knife would probably be better with a slicker finish. It'd probably skin a little better than having those lines in the grind. So now I can do both now, so that's cool.
Hell yeah. Todd Carr.
Yeah, it is, but it's not as bad a rabbit hole as fucking scale material, dude. Scale material will eat your budget alive if you have a passion for it.
That's why I'm glad I make fucking titanium frame locks unless otherwise requested.
Dude, I see shit. I don't even have a clue what I'm going to use it for. Don't even have a knife ordered.
And you're like, ooh, I want to buy it.
But I have to buy it.
Because
it's free. And I love it, so I have to buy it. Yeah.
No, I get it. I now have a decent amount of fucking handle material built up, but I'm not a dude that like, I've tried to avoid being that guy. Because I know makers, they're like, oh yeah, I got like $3,000 worth of handle material. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why? But I get it, because sometimes, you know, if you don't buy it, it's gone.
You're right, Aiden. It does look like something that a Wastelander ground up a leaf spring and made a fucking knife out of it. But I love it for that reason.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
That when I was talking about I spent 10 hours, that's a Goon XL. That's 10 inches, 3/16 inch thick, 4V. So that's a short knife. That's a mean motherfucker. Yeah. But see, I made him a chopper, but I didn't feel like Troy was going to get the full experience because that chopper is convex ground to be tough. Well, it's flat ground up to about ½ inch up the blade, and then it goes convex to retain some toughness. But he hadn't bought anything from me to experience a good cutter. Sure. That's why a full flat ground can you imagine what a full flat ground on the 2-inch tall blade, dude? That's a lot of fucking slope.
That's cutting your arm off. That's what that is.
And I ground it to 10. 10! Yeah. So the time Kyle puts an edge on it, it'll probably be 17, 18.
Sure.
It's behind the edge.
Which would be fine for that kind of knife.
Yeah, for that big a knife, that's spider coat thickness behind the edge.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's fucking Benchmade 940 behind the edge.
I think they're
that shit's like 30 behind the edge.
35, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Which is probably where his choppers are. Probably about 30, 35.
What's your standard there? Fucking 10.
I can't remember where that came from, dude.
You don't know?
No, I completely forgot, but I remember it.
You know you are Billy Bob, right? Do you have a hog?
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Varsity Blues.
God, that's such a good movie.
When they're watching the stripper, the teacher. I give it a 10.
Yeah. Did you follow his life story?
No.
You know he ended up like fucking chiseled. Like a Greek god.
No.
Yeah, that dude got in shape, got all fucking swole and looking good.
Oh shit.
It was some kind of weird medical thing that he died from, but I'm pretty sure it was probably because of the steroids and the testosterone. Probably put him in an early grave.
Probably didn't help.
Yeah, Kyle said those choppers are probably 45 behind the edge. But yeah.
What choppers?
The one I made for tree
stand.
Wait a minute. Homer says Jobber brought us some. I tried them today. They are easy to cut. Plus, what is Homer talking about?
Oh shit! I thought I muted it. Sorry.
The wavy edge ones. He's talking about the Trizec belts. People use them and love them. I like Donnie said, maybe I just don't know how to use it in what scenario, how much to use it. But I didn't particularly like it. It left kind of.
I still have a 600 grit one, and I use it to fucking just do finish passes on a fucking. I'll clean up 400 grit with that.
It probably.
I only use it on my ghost wedge, pretty much.
It was probably 100% me, but it left a kind of a blotchy finish to me. Like some spots looked a little different. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no. Again, I probably just don't know how to fucking use it. Brian's about probably fucking laughing his ass off at us right now.
Probably so, yeah. Because I know
these fucking idiots.
I know Dave uses them and loves them. So.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. What up, Jesse? How you doing, man? Zach Stubb, what up, homie? How you doing, man?
Zach heard us shit talking the 940 and had to jump in here.
Hey, dude, I missed my 940, but it was sticking the motherfucker behind the edge.
Yeah, it's just not a super thin cutter.
No.
Yeah.
But I missed my 940 because I want a fucking Brian reblade on it now, but I don't have it, so fuck.
You got people like Grateful Panic who just last year cut himself wide open prying a paint can with a fucking knife he shouldn't have been.
Well, that's what he fucking is.
Yeah. So maybe the 940 has its place.
Mark Parks, what up?
But we know Benchmade can do thin and slicey because that tagged out has got really good geometry.
Eminem, what do you mean by don't be weird? Never gets weird enough for me.
Yeah. Designed to pry. You're right.
Oh, well, yeah, fucking A. Yeah. I feel you. Thank you.
It's designed to pry, and it happens to have a cutting edge on it that you could use in worst case scenario.
So a K-bar?
So I'm talking about the 940.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You could cut with it.
Yeah. Paul Mills, I scored a real one at a fucking pawn shop for $60, man. It was dope.
But let me tell you, you may have got lucky because pawn shops have gotten on to this clone market, and a lot of them.
Oh yeah, this was like 15 fucking years ago.
Yeah, dude, they're buying them and taking them out of the box to make them look like some guy just brought in the knife to kind of make it seem like it's not a clone. They're going out of their way to sell that shit.
I used to frequent Saul's. That's our like main pawn shops around here. Saul's Jewelry and Love. Fucking dude, I've scored so much good shit there, man. Because I'll just fill a box with stuff. I'd be like, this stuff's kind of broken or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, $30 for the whole box, and I come out like a fucking bandit.
Right. I will say this though, I learned one thing, dude. 65 HRC crewwear grinds twice as easy as 66 HRC 4V does.
I believe that. I believe that.
Has been a pain in my ass. Like I remember flat grinding Stevie's big fucking camp knife. It wasn't that bad, but even just doing a convex grind on Troy's, it just takes hours, man. Like it scratches it, it turns it shiny, but that bevel never. It seems like it never starts rising. Like it's just not removing any steel.
Right. Sorry, I'm just sending a picture to somebody here. Sorry.
I will say this though, I've never been an Oreo fan. If they cancel these, we'll be fucking mad because I'll never eat another Oreo. It's the only decent thing they've ever made. This live stream is brought to you by Post Malone Oreos. I've been for the past 4 days, Donnie, been dealing with a rogue 17-year-old family member, female 17-year-old.
Like a runaway?
I don't even know what to call it, dude. It'd take hours to explain the whole story, but she's
Like,
really mad. Omaha barbecue still trash.
Who said that?
Empty. Same one that said it last week.
Empty? That's like your opinion, man.
Aiden, I can't. I'm diabetic, so I
Oh,
ate these,
Aiden, you got that picture? Tight.
I ate these like 2 weeks ago, and I've had to refrain because I couldn't stop. A cold glass of milk, I ate this whole package.
Damn.
Yeah, I have to. I can't have them. I can't just have them in the house. They'll be gone. Yeah, Stovey's big VFKC took a quarter of the time it took to finish one of Troy's. Yeah, it's the same way for me grinding it. That I don't know what that's going to relate to. I hope that means that 4V holds a super good edge because it's super fucking abrasion resistant.
5-door. You know what's fucked up? I fucking love me some cream corn. But you know what you don't ever see on menus anywhere here? Like, there's like a couple steakhouses that do, but it's really not popular, and I don't know why.
I love cream corn, dude.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Shane's next heart attack blamed on Post Malone. I just said, Todd, I ate that one package. I'll give it another month, and I might go back and get some more. But I'm gonna have to limit myself because if they were here every day, I'd eat a whole package a day.
Yeah, I had to like limit myself on how much Oreos I buy because I'll just eat the whole package.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I think this is the only size they sell these in.
Yeah, the special ones.
So
I'd be getting a family size and still eating a row and a half.
Oh, a serving size is 2 cookies.
Yeah, I'd be eating like 30 cookies.
There's 10 servings per container, so that's 20, and I eat them all at one time.
Yeah, dude, easy.
As fast as I can dip them, dude.
You know those white and pink frosted animal cookies?
Yeah.
Dude, I ate almost a whole bag of those last night.
Let me ask y'all this. When you dip your Oreo in milk, do you strategically take it out and spin it and dip the dry part too?
You know, I'm way past that. I either throw them in there and fish them out with a fork so I don't get too much milk with my cookie, or I just do it one at a time on my mouth.
There's no such thing as too much milk with your cookie, dude.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there is.
With a ladle.
If I need more milk, I can take a drink. But with the bite of cookie, there needs to be a certain amount of milk, saturated.
I can scoop them out with a ladle and drink the milk till the cookie hit my tongue.
Well, I mean, yeah, that works too, I guess.
That's like I eat cereal with a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Just because it gathers more milk. So, I don't care that there's more cereal there. It holds more milk. I stab mine with a fork into the icing. That's not a bad idea,
man. I would eat sweets only if I could.
I've never thought about stabbing a fork into the icing.
Yeah, dude, you stick a fork in it and then you can just hold it in the
Yeah. Zach is
your knife works
too. Fat kid. That's a card carrying fat kid right there.
Merso, they should be illegal. They're not real food.
I do a half a cookie at a time. Still cleared a pack in a half hour. I told you, Tyler. I'm so proud when I seen Tyler bought some. Was talking about them, dude. They are the shit. Because to me, Oreos have never really had a flavor. They just taste sweet. Like I actually preferred what was the knockoff brand of Oreos?
I mean, there's been a couple, but I don't
The
remember.
chocolate on those was the chocolate was more rich, so you could taste the chocolate. Where
Yeah,
on
I
Oreo,
can't be having no fake Oreo. Like a
I love
Moxie
it.
cookie, like a Moxie. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it's not a mochi. I know the name. Hydrox. Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
like,
what I meant. That's what I meant. Hydrox.
I like the Hydrox better than the
Nah, fuck
Oreos because I can taste the chocolate.
I don't care.
And Oreos, all I can taste is the cream. That's why I thought the double stuff was stupid.
I want my goddamn manufactured Soylent Green goddamn Oreos. Yeah. What up, Joe Isabella? How you doing tonight, dude?
If we've had any donations, guys, but I'm hot. I'm sorry.
Woo, freebie bitches! Yeah. What up?
Yeah, I think Aiden did. Aiden donated earlier, didn't he? And I completely missed it. I don't know what it is about when we go to bed, dude. Every night when we go to bed, this heater vent right here at my feet just starts blaring hot air right up my crotch, right up in front of me.
I have my vent permanently blocked. Like, fuck that.
Oreos are best dipped in OJ. Joe, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Who the fuck?
That's some hillbilly. Y'all, you just
hillbilly ass shit. What the fuck?
You just do that because y'all can't get fresh milk up there in the mountains.
Yeah, that's almost some hood shit, like just dipping them in water because you ain't got no milk.
Dude, I remember being a kid.
Water, it's fucking terrible.
I remember as a kid eating Rice Krispies with water in them.
Dude, it's bad. Poor. It's bad.
We were so poor, dude. Milk was like.
It's not good.
And if I went to pour myself some milk in something bigger than like a little 6-ounce glass, my mom would chew me out for wasting milk because we couldn't afford it.
I'd be drinking gallons of milk now, dude. I love milk.
I do too, dude. And if that shit ain't 31.1 degrees,
hell yes, dude. It better damn near have ice.
Pour it out, dude.
Yeah.
Pour it out.
Yes.
I got my refrigerator perfect where it won't freeze the milk, but water will get like a little ice glaze on top of it. Yeah. And it literally, if you try to guzzle some milk, it hurts. It's so cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to
One Moon, what up, dude? I like, dude. That was my jam in high school. I would take a box of cereal to school and eat on it all day long. Woo! Can I get a yo?
10.
10. That's
10. Powdered milk is an acquired taste. Yeah. Oof. Powdered milk's a good idea to keep stored though. I mean, just in case the shit.
I mean, it'll work if you need it, but like, fuck, I don't want it.
I'll say this: Rice Krispies are better in powdered milk than they are water.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But the problem is, my mama would always want to mix it right then, and then make my bowl of cereal so the milk was room temperature.
Oh.
If you mix the powdered milk and put it in the refrigerator and let it get really cold, it's still not as good as milk.
Sure.
But it's way better if it's ice cold.
Oh yeah, skin. You know, I ain't doing no room temperature shit. Fuck no. Fucking 10, Paul Mills.
I feel like canned milk with my Cheerios. Crispy, is that not like you're talking about sweet condensed milk?
Who? Canned milk, my Cheerios.
Josh said those.
Dude, no, I mean, sweet condensed milk. That's pretty good.
The first package I opened up before I knew it, I killed the whole package. I'm telling you, dude, you can't get enough of them once you start eating them.
You ever put vanilla ice cream in your cereal bowl while you're eating cereal with milk? It's fucking awesome.
We couldn't afford fucking ice cream, dude. What are you talking about? We got ice cream once a year, and my dad made it out on the back porch of that thing that made all that noise. Like,
I meant like nowadays, not like when you were a kid, dude.
Dude, I don't know if you've had this. It's kind of a southern. Have you ever had cantaloupe ice cream?
No.
This is where they make the homemade ice cream.
Yeah.
But they like blend up cantaloupe and put in it. It's a real mild flavor. But I'll say this: it's the most refreshing ice cream. Yeah, when you eat ice cream, you're always super thirsty after.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like cantaloupe, I don't know what it is about the cantaloupe ice cream, but it's refreshing. I don't know.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Another big southern thing is Grapico ice cream. You replace something with Grapico.
Okay.
The ice cream turns purple and it's got that artificial grape flavor.
Right. You're making grape drink fucking ice cream? That's ghetto. That's some hood shit.
We're making purple ice cream.
Purple ice cream. You got some lean in it then?
Give me some of that purple ice cream.
Stevie, dude, I've never done that. That sounds banging.
Use melted ice cream for your French toast batter. Huh. Hey,
I barely use any milk in my French toast batter when I make it for myself because I don't like soggy bread.
Let me tell you something else I've tried out of necessity, and now I do it if I make chili, I do not buy tomato paste. I buy a jar of Prego spaghetti sauce, and I still add the chili flavoring mix to it.
Sure,
But dude,
sure.
it is so much better, so much better. It makes the best chili I've ever ate. So just
Adding in that a little bit of Italian seasoning in there.
yeah, just the whole jar of Prego, on your meat, throw in the chili mix, stir it up. It's so good.
Stevie, yeah, that's a good call. I've never really been at a big. I don't know. All the French toast I grew up on was like soggy, so I hated it. Maybe I'll try that out.
Joe, you're 100% right. I've never
Well,
seen.
you never toasted the shit first.
In my opinion, once you open ice cream, it's ruined. You have to eat it all right then.
Dude, yeah, I'll crush any ice cream in front of me, dude.
A half gallon, it don't matter. I'm gonna sit there with a tablespoon and knock out the whole half gallon.
I just want to get a pint of Haagen-Dazs and just veg out.
That's why I don't buy it, because I can't stop eating it. Hot sauce will be back on the menu. Bugsy, that sounds awesome, dude. I used to be a huge fan of all different kinds of hots, but I can't handle it anymore. Man.
Joe, I will make cake mix and just eat the fucking shit as batter. Like,
oh yeah,
thing.
That was my favorite part. My mom would give me the spoon in the bowl.
Oh yeah.
I literally have my face in the bowl, licking it, get
Me
it all
too.
over. Yeah.
But as an adult, like I will just make cake batter and just eat it with a spoon, like it's soup.
I'm not even that big a fan of cookie batter.
No, but cake batter.
Yeah.
But Joe, I'm gonna try that out.
Five Door, I did not say ragu. Ragu.
I did not say ragu. Hold up.
I said Prego. Just use the Prego in place of whatever tomatoes your recipe asks for, and it makes the best chili I've ever had. Big Earn. Why's Big Earn got on surgical gloves?
He could be getting. I don't know what he be doing. He's got a weird sauce. Ah, he squirted me weird sauce. What is that? What is that? Just don't look. Jesus.
Did you know you serious if you wearing some fucking latex gloves in the kitchen?
Yeah.
You've gotten way too serious.
Yeah, not to mention his Triptonic fucking dolphin shirt. Yeah. It's all fucking far out and shit, man.
What are you making, Ern?
I'm cleaning the water cooling block on my computer processor.
Oh, yeah, that's way too technical for me, buddy.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Matt says hi.
Hello.
Transparent, you missed out. We're replacing the tomatoes and chili with a jar of Prego spaghetti sauce. Make your chili just like you would, but instead of pouring in the tomato paste and all that, cause I went to make chili one night, realized I had no tomato paste, but I had a jar of spaghetti sauce.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just try it, man.
I'm gonna try some of this out.
Yako says
it's fucking $3, y'all. What are you gonna waste?
Right.
Yeah. It's time for Donnie's time.
Hold on, Stevie. Get out of here with that.
There you go. You'll be fine.
Why is it?
Scott,
that's why you weren't sitting in the chair.
Yeah, sit in the chair, Ernie.
Wow.
Sit in the chair.
Wait for one of
Sit in the chair for just a second so somebody can screen capture it.
Nope.
He knows what's happened in that chair.
What up, Scotch? Oh, Brian.
I know exactly what that chair would be good for. That narrow back.
You can get Prego. You got to watch out, Brian.
Don't
be putting your little penis in there. It's warm. I get it.
Donnie, they ain't getting it. That little narrow back on that little yellow chair gives them the opportunity to wrap their legs around it. That yellow chair could be the shit, dude.
A little chair, yeah.
You don't want a big wide back on a chair if a chick's gonna straddle it.
That's right.
Water cooling system. Yeah. I don't know that my computer has a water cooler on it. If it does, I ain't never checked it.
No, Ernie's computer is fucking nuts, dude.
Right. Well, you're right there, Mimo. Not my house, though. Favorite recipe, 4 days gone. 1 ounce large. I don't even know what the fuck that says. What is he saying? 1 ounce large. I think he's talking about something.
Talking about mushrooms, but
yeah, okay, never mind. Buckle up. Yeah, I get it. I should have known.
I'm over that shit.
I've been to Javon's house.
I mean, I'll still do it, but
there's nothing culinary going on at Javon's house. I can tell you that right now.
Till mushrooms are involved.
Right.
Then he's a fucking scientist.
And he's mixing that shit on the fucking coffee table in the living room.
You get egg noodles and ketchup. That's right, Mimo. Spoken from the words of a true rat.
You know why spaghetti is so big in the South though? Because for $10 you can feed people 2 meals out of it. Like I can make for $10, I can make a pot of spaghetti we can eat tonight and tomorrow night for $10.
Brian, I've seen that hentai, bud. I know what you're watching.
I've checked out a little hentai. My only problem with hentai is I don't like that the girls' boobs are always larger than their head. It's just too much.
Paul Mills.
If the hentai guys could shrink the boobage by about 80%,
well, yeah, but that's a you and me thing. You know, we like the smaller breasted ladies. Wait, does Brian have one of these? What color is yours? Are they all this color?
The Rex 121 is.
All right. I didn't know. I don't know.
That's why when I get mine, I'm immediately buying some AWT scales for it because I do not like that color.
Oh, I never thought about buying scales for it.
Yeah, AWT's got them. $100.
I want a different clip too.
Yeah,
that's not my jam.
You can get that clip from Lynch Northwest that everybody's raving about. I don't really know.
Aiden, dude, I'm really liking it, man. I've actually been using it a lot, and it's a slicey beast. I haven't been able, dude. I've been like, I got a piece of glass that's underneath my monitor and shit right here. You know, just covers up the top of my dresser, and I've been like cutting all my blunts and everything like right on this piece of glass, and this thing has not lost its fucking edge like one fucking bit.
How much better can it be than K390 though? Really?
I've never used K390, so I don't know.
I'm just curious. Just K390 is pretty fucking impressive. I just don't know how much better. Well, maybe it's not that how much better could it be. It's how much better does it need to be?
I mean, we don't need anything. I mean, we can always bring it back. We don't really need more than a couple things, but
right, we never needed more than
a need as normal, non-working men.
Right. We never
as knife collectors. You don't need shit.
The only reason we moved away from the Buck 110s because our testosterone dropped so low that we couldn't carry the weight.
But I mean, that argument is just silly. Stevie, I can still get one of those for this knife? Dude, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. It's Rex 121, Matt.
At the tippy top, followed by 15V and Z-Max, Shane. So I thought Maximat was right there with them too, Aiden.
Scotch, I saw that, dude.
Maybe that's what you mean.
Nice, bro. You sound like you liked it.
Z-Max and Maximat, baby. But I'll say this, Aiden, I didn't like 15V.
See, I don't have any experience with that either.
I'm not saying that it didn't do what they said it would do. It's just too slick. I didn't. The grain is so fine on it that it never feels like when I run my thumb across it, it doesn't feel. Now, when I go to cut something, it's fucking sharp. It shaves hair. It does everything. But it just didn't. It didn't scare me to touch it like K390 does. Like this, you know, as soon as your thumbprint touches it, you know to back off.
Touch it. If you can't touch it,
right? 15V, I can do this all day, and I don't get that immediate fear. Anyway, that's just
no. I get you. Merceau, I always fucking rave about Magnica, and everybody's fucking got some issues and whatever. I love that shit.
Dude, Magnica is just like Taylor Swift. Everybody wanted her to be popular, famous, and then when she was, they started hating her. It's good shit.
It's a stainless, tough tool steel, man. That's what it's good for. You know, like it's fucking CPM 154 on fucking crack.
Yeah. We'll see you, Steve. Good night, buddy. Glad you stopped by.
All right, later, Steve.
Paul, if you're big on that body, scary, toothy edge, I don't know that 15V is going to give you that, but it is good shit. It's just not for me.
What's Aiden talking about? Retained austenite and what?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about because the only steel I was talking somewhat negatively about was 15V. And I'm not trying to talk negatively about it. It's just not for me.
I just don't know shit about it. So I mean, I know about the steel, but I've never used it or anything.
I know when you get Rex 45 and K390, as sharp as you can get it, you can feel it, man. As soon as you touch it, you can feel it like popping your fingerprint off. Like you can feel the skin coming off just by touching it. 15V don't do that.
All
Or at
right.
least the one I had didn't. And Steve Clarey sold me that knife dirt cheap because he didn't think
What
it
up,
was
Neil?
sharp either.
Was crackling.
Is it still okay to mention Steve Clarey, or is that off limits now?
What? Why? I don't know. What?
I was just wondering if it was still socially acceptable to mention Steve Clarey. I didn't know.
I mean, I don't think anything about our live stream is generally socially acceptable. So.
Yeah.
Grabbing a beer. Be right back.
Yeah, pretty far. I had an M4 Shaman. I'll just say that it didn't feel as body as the Rex 45 does. Again, maybe completely be me. I don't know, man. But I sold it. Grateful Panic still has that knife. I actually liked my S30V Shaman more than I did my M4 Shaman. However, I love Rex 45. So it was never acceptable to mention Scoot Steve. It's a good point, Stevie. I'm just glad all that shit's over with. It's been handled. Everybody is completely free to draw their own opinions and decide what they want to decide, man. Dude fucked up, though. It happens. I fucked up. We've all fucked up. I'm missing context about Steve. I'm happy living in the dark, I think. He got paid for an order and was way the fuck late on it and didn't communicate enough. But it's been handled. He's paying the money back. That's pretty much the end of the story, but a lot of people who already disliked him because he said things that hurt them emotionally, it just gave them more reason to dislike him. So I know a different Steve. You know, I know the Steve that let me borrow a Sabenza, and when I told him how much I loved it, he told me to just keep it. That's the guy I know.
Oh shit! I know. A couple people have me borrow something. I have to hit them up.
Yeah. And I've always kind of been a fan of people who are brazen, people who are willing to put their neck out there and talk shit, knowing that one day it's going to be your turn, and you're going to get it back tenfold. So, yeah, that's why I had to reveal that a couple of those thugs have Chinese made G10 on them. I didn't know at the time. I bought it from a company out of California, got the email, and it was in Chinese. So it's like Chinese S90V, toothy, but good S90V. Right. Yeah, did you guys ever see Outpost 76's edge retention chest on the Chinese S90V? Guys, it didn't outcut OS 8. Like, it was that bad. It was like the OS 8 S35VN level edge retention. And if that's okay for you, then, you know, that's okay. But I'm glad you're back from your beer. I got to get water.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
But I've gotten addicted to water, dude. I used, like, my whole
life. To become addicted to water.
Right. I'd never drank water. And when I had all those kidney issues and ended up in the hospital a couple of years ago, I started forcing myself to drink water. And now
that's good for you.
Right. I probably drink 1.5 gallons, almost 2 gallons of water every day.
Yeah, I drink water up until I drink beer, and then I drink water after.
You want to know what I drink it out of? just so that every time I drink some water, I can remember.
Does that actually have your microphone inside of it?
No. That's what I drink my water out of.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
I have my microphone inside of it.
God damn it.
Oh, that microphone. No, it's in my nightstand. with my Jergens lotion.
Yeah. Go get your water.
Dude, I'll be right back.
Oh, that's too fucking silly.
I almost forgot about the microphone.
Who's sitting on the fence, Kyle? Yeah, fuck those people. Pick a side. What's up? What's up? Bugsy, that's like some witchcraft shit, man. I don't know. I mean, coffee is the best drink, which counts as water intake. So I'm gold. Again, Shane be talking more than me. I don't got shit to say. My shit is drunk. I ate too much food at the parents' house with my family. Fuck.
I tell you the part I really loved about the
There we
whole Stevie situation.
Flavored water is fucking weird to me. I can't handle it.
The part I loved about the whole Steve situation is all these people that come out and was like, he's lost all credibility. He's doing the exact same thing that Slicey Dicey did, and he's just as bad as Hobart. No,
I don't know about none of that drama, so that don't affect me.
The fuck he did. He was just late.
I don't even know about that shit.
He was just really late, but he didn't fuck anybody. If you've ever been in business,
I can't fuck.
If you've ever been in business where you've depended on distributors, like Javon and I talked about this. If you've been in construction, if you've been in automotive, whatever, you've 100 times run into a situation where a supplier didn't deliver on time, and it cost you it cost you money, it cost you your reputation, and these are huge businesses. I mean, dude, I have got I'll never forget it. I've got an ABS, not an ABS, an airbag. Donnie, I've got an airbag sensor for a Dodge Ram 1500. I call and check on it every now and then. It's been on back order for 8 years.
Damn.
8 years ago, I paid for it. I still don't have it.
Damn.
I don't even do mechanic work anymore. The truck don't even exist. But that's what I'm talking about. Shit happens.
Until we're alone and you're all fucked up on mushrooms, I bet you're on one side, bud.
Javon is more one-sided than people think he is.
Oh, I know he is, but he is a public entity. He has to.
Javon doesn't come out and say, yeah.
He plays the game well.
Stevie, I agree. I agree. I mean, Steve says Woody could have called him. Steve could have called him and said, hey, man, this is what's going on. You're right. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't harbor any hard feelings because everybody knows.
I just don't really even have a fucking opinion on it. Let's not.
Nobody appreciates what Woody does more than I do. The fact that the guy is trying to run a knife distribution business off nothing but U.S.-made knives warms my heart. And Woody is already in his last video. Nobody's watching anymore because the drama.
God, is that like an 8-ball? What's that in American?
But he's already he already regrets doing it. So, you know. And in all honesty, Stevie, it needed to happen too, because
love you, Javon.
If Steve doesn't fix that mindset, he's just going to further fuck himself. So. Didn't you guys put salt in your water?
Fuck no.
They're
talking about putting Celtic salt in their shit. I don't even know what's going on.
Not every glass, but I keep some.
That's
salt.
your people, Shane. You should be drinking the Celtic water. Why aren't you?
I should.
Are you ashamed of your fucking shit?
No, but just a pinch of salt and water just makes it smoother or something.
Hell no, I ain't putting no goddamn salt in my water. It's fucking weird.
Where'd I get Celtic sea salt at, Bugsy? And are you talking about putting it in your water, or are you talking about using it for something else?
I think they were talking about putting it in water earlier.
Yeah. I know.
I was giving them shit about it being witchcraft, but I've just never done it, so I don't know.
In the military, like your MREs always come with.
I'm giving you shit, but I don't fucking know anything about it.
And you keep those packs of salt somewhere dry on your uniform, because if you sweat a lot during the day, they want you to pour a packet of salt into your water. It's the same thing as drinking Gatorade. Gatorade is sugar and salt.
Sure. I don't need that in my water, though. I get that in my food. I'm good.
The potato famine took my ears and neck. That's pretty good, Kyle.
I almost spit out my beer.
What's funny about the potato famine, Kyle? Fucking hundreds of thousands of people died. Fucking mean. And then we suffered all those years of slavery building the fucking subways in New York City.
Get the fuck out of here.
That nobody wants to talk about.
Get out of here.
Oh shit! Think about it. If you get dehydrated, first thing they give you is saline. Exactly.
Yep.
So that's why I add a little pinch of salt to my water a couple times a day.
Or so.
Because I don't think I get enough I don't think I get enough sodium with eating it. Guys, I don't understand why I'm not 180 pounds. I told Kyle earlier I went and got me something to eat because I was sitting here thinking about the last time I ate, and it was 36 hours ago. It'd been 36 hours since I'd eaten. I
That's
usually
a long time without eating.
I know, and I rarely ever eat more than
I'd
once.
be feeling all dizzy and shit if I don't eat like every 8 hours.
Dude, I was literally like weaving to the door. I was so dizzy. I guess my blood sugar was low because of fuck that dirt juice. Whoa, wait a minute. Fucking Bugsy's put his foot down about something.
Oh, I don't
no
know.
coffee. Yeah.
It grows on trees. If you eat any kind of vegetable, then you can fuck off with that. Come at me with something more clever.
Yeah.
No, I just love coffee. That's my life source.
I will drink coffee,
but I drink
every now and then.
coffee.
But it's not manly coffee, dude.
Oh, I drink fancy.
It's coffee. Mostly milk and mostly hazelnut flavoring. Yeah, I don't.
That takes away from the flavor of my coffee.
I know, but I don't like the flavor. So.
Well, that's because you don't drink good coffee. I'm telling you, I can convince anyone that says that. I can find them a coffee that they're like, damn, that's fruity and delicious.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's real life. It's real life.
Yeah.
Marcel, please back me up here, bud.
Marcel don't know shit. They don't have coffee in France. He's probably a fucking tea sipper, sipping some tea, eating his fucking snails. One thing coffee is good for, I've learned. If you're having some constipation issues, just throw your fucking put you about 2 tablespoons of Miralax in a big cup of hot coffee, and fucking be close. Be very close to the bathroom.
I ain't never been constipated my whole life. That I can remember.
I'm sure you're right, Terry. So like my doctor told me I needed to eat 5 times a day to keep my diabetes in check.
Yeah.
And I don't have the willpower to just snack on lettuce and cold cuts and shit 5 times a day, so it don't work for me.
Javon, it's different. I get too disassociative on the former.
So I just went with the whole fasting thing. I fast for 24 to 36 hours and I eat. I love coffee cake, but I ate it with milk. I ate it with milk. Fuck a bunch of coffee with my cake.
My shit is mad high end.
Finances are hard, but finances when you have children are harder, and most knife makers haven't taken any business classes. You're exactly right. Me and Donnie joke about it on here all the time. About how they know fucking.
Yeah, dude, we're both fucking dummies in that aspect, man. Yeah. I'm learning, but like, yeah, that's probably more difficult than anything else. Is learning how to like run a fucking business and not.
It's even harder.
And not just act like an artist that scores some cash every once in a while.
Right, it's even harder when you're dropping a couple $100 on a stripper every now and then. That money just disappears.
Oh yeah, well I don't do that shit. And I don't got no fucking kids either, and I still have a hard time.
Yeah. I'd show y'all, but I got my granddaughter's birthday present ready over there.
It is good for that, Bugsy. It is good for that. Exfoliant.
I got her a Ruger American bolt action 22.
You sound like Stevie. Stevie never had coffee cake before. I don't know how that even happens to a person. It's just cinnamon cake. It's just cinnamon cake.
Yeah, it's just cinnamon and brown sugar. What the hell is wrong with you, Stevie?
He's never had it. Todd Carter just said he wouldn't eat it forever because it had coffee in the name. It's for eating with coffee.
Let me say this. I don't enjoy black coffee, but those fucking chocolate-covered coffee beans they sell, I love those. And one reason why I love them is because I'm not going to eat a whole bag of them. You can't. It's just too rich.
Brian, that's the problem. I want to make good shit. I don't really care about the rest of it, man. I'll be poor forever as long as my shit is awesome.
Yeah. And Brian, I know what you're referring back to, and I've been there, and I've seen that guy walks outside at 6 o'clock in the morning, regardless of the temperature, regardless of the weather, and works till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Because if he don't, his family goes without. He gets kicked out of his home. So.
Right. I can live on very, very, very minimal.
Right. Yeah, and if you've seen,
and that's the problem because I don't care about living that way. Probably because I always have, but so like
I think that's an advantage.
It sounds fucking stupid, but like trying to like get myself out of that and like actually be like, oh, I could actually set things up for the future. Like I've never thought that way ever in my whole life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I worked at a tattoo shop.
I think it's cool growing up super poor though, and getting to the point where you just have a little bit of fuck it money.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem because then you're just hood rich. You're just like
Right, but I think that money means more to you than it does to a rich man. That somebody's been used to having it their whole life.
Fully fucking agree with that, especially because I grew up with some rich kids at school down here. They didn't give a fuck. They still don't. At my age, they still don't care.
Right. Like that guy I delivered that knife to. That dude, there's no telling how many hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of sports memorabilia is in his office. You know,
pretty fly. I could eat stroopwafels till I died and be happy about it.
You eat what?
Stroopwafels are like these caramel fucking, I don't know, wafers.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Paul Mills, they're fantastic. I mean, they're really nice. They feel weird to me because they feel. Don't take this the wrong way, but they feel cheap.
What does?
Because they're like light and they're super thin, and I don't like that. The TRMs. Now the action or nothing. I'm saying like just in my hand, I'm like, whatever.
I know exactly.
The action and everything are great. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just like the difference when you do a scale upgrade on a Spyderco.
Sure.
It just feels more substantial.
Yeah. So my whole problem with like Grimsmo knives, they're just so thin and like unsubstantial that I'm like, I don't care. Right. Are they amazing fucking knives? Better than I can make? Fuck yes, they are. But like, but they are pretty nice, dude, for sure.
I agree with you though. I didn't like how thin and light. I didn't even like how drop shutty they were. I thought they were dangerous.
You don't like that either. It's like too drop shutty. Like it's like it's broken. Like what's going on?
Right. Right.
I mean, again, insane build quality, like top tier shit, but just not my style.
I mean, but I'm content carrying a fucking backlock. So clearly I could give a shit less about action.
Brian, exactly. And that's why obviously I've been I'm starting to for sure work towards and thinking that way. Also, like, I mean, again, even all last year, even working the shows and shit, like, yeah, I know I wanted to like kind of make this a thing, but like it didn't become a viable thing in my brain until this year. And now I'm like, oh shit, like fuck. I should have been on some shit earlier, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm a piece of shit and I didn't, but I'm learning. All I can do is fucking bust my ass now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's literally all I work for. I've been able to get her that gun for her birthday. I don't have any real wants or needs anymore. I don't have any ambitions. Like, I'm not trying to buy a big, nice fucking house somewhere or care about buying a brand new Z71. I don't give a shit about all that anymore. You know, if this makes me a few bucks and those few bucks accumulate into doing something for my real goal is 3 to 4 years from now is to get my grandson in the shop and teach him to do it and hope he can do it better because, you know, he has better hands.
Well, yeah, so be able to pass it down.
And if it's something that he wants to continue doing throughout his life, maybe he can make something real out of it. But if you don't, I'm not one of those people that's going to be upset if you don't.
Well, no, for sure.
Like, that aggravates the shit out of me. Kids that put their kids in sports and then get mad because they're not good at it. I'm like, man, that's just not his thing.
Brian, that's never going to end, man. Even 10 years from now, you're going to say that shit, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I can say that about a bunch of shit. But you know what? When you figure it out, just move on and keep going.
Yeah. If I had put the effort into making knives, of course, I wasn't even into knives at the time, but if I'd put the effort and money into making knives that I put into building rock crawlers that never made me $1, it was nothing but a money pit. If I'd put all that into I'd probably have a big successful knife company at this point.
Sure.
But
well, fuck, if I'd have done anything in my tattoo career, I'd be driving a Porsche, but I'm not.
What I'd give to have that money back.
Dude, in my city, I could be charging almost $200 an hour right now. I
spent every penny of that money.
I'll do a 4-hour tattoo in 2 hours. So what's up?
On bitches and beers.
Exactly.
Every penny of it, dude.
Every fucking penny. And weed, but you know.
And didn't care. Like, didn't miss it.
I still don't care. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, I had the best time of my life.
I got no fucking regret about that at all.
all my best late night experiences.
But even like $30 a week, if I would have just like thrown it into something, I would have been sitting prettier than I am now.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, like that's fucking life, whatever. Brian, that's why you just stay on it. But you gotta have fun, man. You're always gonna fuck up. You're always gonna think that. Like
The difference is, though,
take
Donnie,
it too seriously, buddy.
I started all that at 35.
No, I feel you.
I had already, like, I didn't really.
How old are you right now?
Say that I had already settled down, and had a family and all that. And then when I got my kids raised, that's when I got into tattooing, and I had my second youth.
Right. How old are you right now?
I'm 53.
53.
Just turned 54.
It's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So Shane, we got into it at the same time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But I was so
You know,
much older.
yeah, you were older for sure. I know, but I'm saying like, so I get it though.
But I was lucky because at 36, I'm not bragging, but at 36, I was indistinguishable from 26. So,
dude, tattoo shop life, man.
Yeah, I fit in that crowd.
You know,
it all worked out fine.
I know. I'm just starting to look old now, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, you're right there, Mirasol. Kaiser knives are not a 401k. Kaiser makes, hard as it is for me to say this, Kaiser makes a good knife. They all have a element to them that lets me know they're Kaiser pretty quick. But they make a good knife. But if you're collecting Kaiser knives and planning on selling them one of these days, you're going to take a huge loss. That's just all there is to it. And that may be the case with most knives, guys, in all honesty. Until you get up into the $800 and up dollar knives, you're probably looking at a loss on everything, but especially budget knives. You're never going to get anything. I gave $4,000 worth of budget knives away. Because when I got to look at, I can get $30 for this and then spend $15 shipping it, and fuck that. I just gave them away.
Brian, dude, I mean, we all do that shit. I mean, you know, some of us more than others, you know, sure, but fuck it, dude. You got time. That's the whole fucking thing. You're so fucking young. I'm still fucking young. You know, Shane is still young. You know, despite, you know, any of our health issues, whatever, you know, we all still have plenty of fucking time, dude. So just go to shows, fucking live it up, man. Like, go to a different fucking, you know, taco joint. So Chipotle, maybe. I don't know. That's too crazy.
Yeah, you might need to expand your horizons a little bit, Brian.
But no, seriously, man. Like, fuck it, dude. You got
time. I feel worse about
Brian.
I feel worse about Brian's depression than I do my own.
Brian's going to get food with me in Atlanta this year, and he don't even know what he's in for. I'll probably be drunk.
You know, because I'm wasting days of a 53-year-old man's life, where Brian is wasting days of a 29-year-old man's life.
Yeah, life is life, though, man. You're going to waste it here. You're going to waste it there. Whatever. You can't take it that fucking seriously, man. We're just living here. Fuck. Just trying to live easy. That's all. And under the radar.
Yeah. And Magyoko, you're 100% right, dude.
Yeah, I was going to comment on
the definition of that is yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 5 years from now, you may be proud of what you've done with your life, and other people may look at it like it's nothing. But don't worry about other people's definition of it. It's just if you know you're better now and you're happier now, you're more content now than you were, that's all that matters, dude. I've got a buddy right now that married one of the prettiest girls in this county, and they lived in a single wide trailer for years, and I've never seen them not happy. And now they're millionaires. He invented
that's fucking great.
He invented that flail thing that goes on front of the Bobcats that you can cut down trees with and shit.
Yeah.
He owns a company that makes those.
What the fuck?
And they're doing just fine. But my point was, he was fine before he moved out of that single wide trailer. You know what I mean? He had a beautiful wife who
no qualms, you know.
He did no qualms. Yeah, don't worry about other people's definitions of success. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man.
You're 100% right, dude. Me and Donnie have talked about this. When I post a picture of a knife and get fire emojis on Instagram,
that's all we give a shit about, man.
Dude, that feeling is so much greater than when I see the money hit my PayPal. You know, because that's just a means to the next knife. It's a means to the
Yeah,
next.
we don't see money. We ain't going out buying shoes, motherfucker. We're like, oh shit, we get more steel.
It means that I can try to make another knife and hope I get those fire emojis on it.
Damn, that was a hell of a fucking motor that just passed my house.
What?
Yeah, dude, it set my alarm off. Dude, it sounded like motherfucker was fucking backing into a trash can, but it was just the fucking pop.
Right.
It was glugging, dude. It sounded like it was about to die. You know, that's a good one.
Yeah. I am looking forward to progression this year, though. Like, you know, better equipment maybe translates to better product. Like, you know, like,
well, it's about making it
Mearsalt's got a kitchen knife coming for me that if he compared that to other makers, you know, most people would say it's not great. But Mearsalt also has the very first kitchen knife I ever sold. So I would like to be able to compare that next year to another. You know what I mean?
Dude, I mean, there's always makers better, dude. I mean, you can compare either one of our knives to Michael Walker Toss, and our fucking knives ain't shit. They're the same category of ain't shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we just, you know, if you keep working and you keep learning, that's all you can do.
They really are, dude. It's sad that a 53-year-old man gets excited when he opens his Instagram to see some fire emojis, but man, it feels good.
That's not sad, man. That means people appreciate your shit.
I think it means
there's nothing wrong with that.
I think it means more to a guy when he didn't used to have anything to really be proud of.
Yes.
So, you know,
I can see that for sure.
Yeah. So once you transition to having something to be proud of, it's a huge help.
You know, and we both should have felt more like this with our tattooing. Dude, but I don't think either one of us felt comfortable enough about our tattooing to feel this way.
If I had concentrated and been passionate about the art of tattooing, I'd still be tattooing. I would have found a way. But to me, it was all tattooing was a means to one thing.
Well, the lifestyle.
Yeah. Right. And the money just financed the lifestyle.
I was all about like the art of tattooing, but not the art of art.
Right.
Like I can tattoo like a motherfucker, but I can't draw like a motherfucker.
If you've ever walked into a loud bar and hear it go quiet and hear girls say, random chicks just saying your name, that's a fucking feeling that money cannot buy, dude.
Well, yeah.
Especially when you're fucking bald and fat and you know you're not good looking.
Rodney Dangerfield eyes like me. You know, like, we need all the help we can get.
I recently received a S-grind petty from a buddy in Canada. I bet it is, Aiden.
Dude, I've wanted to try an S-grind forever.
When I get my wheel, I'm gonna try one, and I'm sure I'm gonna fail, and that's okay.
Well, yeah.
But
learning curve.
Yeah. I want to try it mostly because of, from what I've been told, guys who do S-grinds on kitchen knives end up doing S-grinds on all their knives. They just do it shallower because it makes grinding the bevel so much faster because you have that gap.
Sure.
And it cools, that gap creates an opportunity for the metal to cool so you don't have to dip as often. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I thought I was already going to have that bought. I told Kyle, this last batch of knives I was going to be able to buy my contact wheel. Things happen. It didn't happen, but I'll just try to get it out of the next batch. That's all I can do. Mm-hmm. Speaking of batches, though, guys, there's one thug left. I've had 2 people say they want it. Neither one of them have confirmed or paid yet.
Don't forget, you better save one of those blanks for me.
So it doesn't. Oh, there's way more coming, dude. It doesn't. It's available until somebody pays for it.
Hop on it, y'all.
Yeah. It does worry me though. Like, do I make another batch if this last one hasn't sold yet? Does that make any sense? Do you make another batch if the last one hasn't sold yet?
I don't know. I haven't really gotten into batches yet, bud.
Right. Well, when I say a batch, dude, I just take a 36-inch piece of steel. I know the knives are 7 inches, so I just go ahead and cut out 5, and I make 5.
Yeah, well, that's a batch. But I don't be making knives. Well, I mean, I do make them 5 at a time, but it's all book spots already, you know.
Right. It's the thug. Hang on, I'll show you. You've got a heathen coming, but I'm talking about. God, where's the picture at? There's shit. I've got so many pictures of them.
Mad Yako, I'm working fast, man, but I mean, like I said, I give no guarantees on my time schedule, but
Donnie, that's the one thing I wish I could change more than anything. If I could guarantee time,
you
but
just
because
can't,
of
though. You
because
can't.
of my issues, I just can't.
No one can. I can't guarantee shit.
That's the thug.
On time, I'm saying.
And that's not the one that's available. Well, let me just find a picture of that.
I'm just saying, Yako, like, dude, if your time comes and I build this shit and you need a little bit, don't worry, it's here for you.
That's the one that's available, and of course it's blowing out in the picture because it's so shiny.
That's out of fucking papers.
That's a 7-inch pocket fixed blade. It's much smaller than what you've got coming.
Yako, yeah, dude, don't worry, bro. Like, time is, again, my shit is slow, and again, whether I'm ready or you're ready, one of us will wait for the other, and I hope that's cool. I'm out of papers. Gotta go grab my pipe. Better use Wesley pipes.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that the knife you bought, empty is more of a that's a full size. I'll be honest, you can use it for, bushcraft, whatever. But my intention, the heathen was that was my idea of a battle knife. If I was back in the military and I was going to deploy, that's the knife I'd have one strapped to my plate carrier. How useful is that in day to day? I don't know, don't care, because it makes me feel good to have it. But yeah, that's what you got. This knife is more of a everyday carry. You could, get a little leather clip slip made for it to drop it in your pocket. I'll do it right now, Auntie, before I forget. Sadly, if you do buy it empty, you will receive it before you receive your heathen, because I broke your heathen. Empty's the one. That was Empty's knife I was telling you guys about, that I was on the buffer and it slung it, tipped down to the concrete and snapped it. Stevie, your thug is should be at Brian F's. I think they're supposed to be there Tuesday. Brian's having some issues with his mail. I was hoping he would be in here, but apparently his thug shows that it was delivered and he never got it. That was USPS. But I shipped all my stuff to Brian through FedEx. So I'm hoping. Dude, if that box disappears, I'm in so much fucking trouble. I can't even explain. Like, you guys thought Super Still Steve was in a world of shit. I would be in a way deeper world of shit if that box disappears.
Terry, which one, the long or the short?
Brian, if you're here, I know you don't feel good if you're here listening. Dude, if at the end of the day, somebody took that knife out of your glove, whatever, I'll make you another knife, dude. I mean, it shows it was delivered. If you didn't get it, we'll fix it, man. Don't worry about it.
What happened with who?
Brian F. bought a thug from me. Kyle got it sharpened, shipped it, and the tracking number shows that it was delivered, and Brian said he's never seen it. But that's the second package recently that has showed being delivered that never made it to his house. So I don't know if post office is fucking up.
Yeah, Stevie, that's what I started doing. I don't really even insure them anymore. I just have the customer sign for it when it gets there. Yeah. I was wasting so much money on insurance. I was like, man, I don't know. Fuck it. I don't send them insured, man. Maybe I should. I don't fucking know.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, Kyle?
Holy shit. I forgot to grab my pipe like that.
I came on to show off that thug so you could see it. Whoever was asking about it.
It was empty or half empty or.
There's that Fordite.
Yeah, that's the knife right there that's still available, Indian. That's it. That's in Crewwear, hologram, like 64.8 HR whatever. Yeah.
This one doesn't have an edge yet, but it's been polished up. So,
and it doesn't have a sheath either. If you want it and are willing to wait for it to come back to me to get a sheath, I can do that. But again, guys, my sheaths are rather rudimentary.
Here's Bloomy's all fixed up.
Oh, we can actually see that fucking scale material now.
Yeah, look at that all polished up.
That looks fucking wild.
Probably that scale materials. That's what I was talking about. That I loved it. I bought 3 different colors of it, and then found out that it's. But here's the thing: should I care? Because from what I understand, most all G10 comes from China.
Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. I
would assume it is.
I don't know how to ethically feel about it because, I mean, the company I bought it from says it's out of California, but then I get an email in Chinese, but then I have people tell me that they can't make G10 here because of the EPA regulations. I don't know what's the truth. Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. Mad Yoko makes Kydex sheaths. Terry makes leather sheaths.
All right, Shane.
$30. Y'all better get them while they're still 30. Sorry, Kyle.
That's all right. I was gonna say I don't have anything to really say. I just wanted to show that off for Shane. Unless you guys need anything.
I mean,
questions wise. Otherwise, I'll just leave.
Can you just keep talking in a nice low tone?
If you'd like me to, I can. Let me read you a book, Donnie.
That'd be nice. Is it saucy?
It can be.
I have tried my hand at scale materials. I actually have probably 100 set of scales that I've made. But the problem is to get a pattern like either one of those knives, regular epoxy resin won't do that because it takes so long to cure. The colors will kind of muddy into one another. You have to use a urethane resin, and when it reaches a certain temp, to add the next color so that it still binds, but it doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. But
Brian, you only got like 19 minutes to finish, so.
Donnie, have you heard of Cat in the Hat?
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me lean back.
Get in the yellow chair.
No. I will be hitting you up though. After I sell these 4 knives, I'm gonna get a fixed sharpener. I'm gonna talk to you about what I need to get on stones and whatever.
Hey guys, that tug is sold, so it's gone. That's Perfect. The last one. There are more coming. That's the last one of this batch that's sold.
All gone. Get it off the channel.
Bye bye.
Malcolm, these are the quick clamps, new ones.
Ah. Is that Capcom tape?
Yeah, Captain tape.
I've got to get some of that.
We use that to make fucking tattoo coils.
Yeah, it's used on all kinds of stuff. It's perfect.
I've had that shit in my cart on Amazon forever, but I hate sharpening so bad I don't even buy it. God, I hate sharpening knives. I do that every day.
I'm not that great at it by hand.
Constantly ask me, how can you make a knife and not sharpen them? Like, dude, if I had to sharpen every knife I made, I would stop making knives. I hate it that much.
I mean, if people like the edge I put on them, like, because I just put a fucking working ass toothy fucking edge on my knives. Which Kyle, I mean, yeah, don't judge me here, bud.
Cheeto.
That's all this is. This is, I mean, it's a 600 grit edge.
Okay, yeah, I usually stop at 4 or 6 and then I drop.
Cheeto, I can't promise that because Aiden has been waiting the longest, so I'm going to have him get Aiden's done first. But there's about 10 of them coming to him, so I don't know what order they'll be done in. The only person that I can say, hey, please finish this one first is Aiden's.
His voice is a little sultry. Have you ever done you should do books on tape for people, bud. You get paid.
He does have a good voice.
See, I hate it.
Yeah. But keep in
Well,
mind,
yeah, everybody hates their own voice, but most of us sound like douchebags. But I mean, you got that like, that low, like,
but in all honesty, though, Cheeto, Aiden's been waiting months, at least 6 months, if not 8. So that's why I want his off my conscience badly.
Oh, silliness.
Yeah. Kyle reading saucy stories, new YouTube channel. He can pull it off.
See, I think I sound horrible on here.
Well, you did when your mic was all fucked up. You sound like a dying baby in a garbage can.
Speaking of, you missed Friday night, Shane.
What did he say? I did.
I missed all of Friday night. I was hanging out with the ring and
shit.
watching Star Trek.
Just know it's hashtag DFCB.
DFCB.
All right.
I don't. Dead fucking.
Close.
I don't know. I don't know what it stands for. I kept saying on talking about it, and talking about it was the worst thing they had ever heard.
It was up there with DOTD.
I don't know that I can
Whose
handle
stream
it.
was this on? Was it Javon's or Stevie's?
Stevie's.
All right. Yeah, I was definitely asleep by then. I was passed the fuck out.
I don't
No,
know if I can handle any more traumatic shit after a Serbian film, so maybe I just don't need to know.
Javon was busy talking about Indian curry dick pills all night. And made me extremely uncomfortable for about 30 minutes.
Deep fried.
Two fucking sins for somebody?
DFCB, deep fried.
Yep. You're not going to get the last part right. Think absolutely freaking horrible.
I'm thinking the B stands for babies.
Yep.
What does the C stand for?
One of the worst things you can think of.
Is this just a Brother Lynch Hung song?
Nope.
I mean, like, you can't get worse than a Brother Lynch Hung song.
Deep fried cancer babies?
Ding, 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 ding.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely not worse than a Brother Lynch Hung song.
Well, I guess to me it sounds like it.
Have you ever listened to Brother Lynch Hung's?
Who even put these 4 words together?
It started with Stevie, and then Sharif put the deep fried on it.
I mean, Brian says it's deep fried cum babies.
I like Brian's version better.
I bet you do.
Oh man.
Definitely getting canceled.
Definitely. I got a story for you later, Donnie. I need to share with you because I cannot share it publicly.
I bet not.
But yeah, I'll remind me to tell you this. Just say, hey, what about the phone call with your buddy?
All right, I got you.
Don't be airing out my dirty laundry, Shane.
No, this was a couple of years ago.
That's right, half empty. You tell your friends.
Yeah. Double overtime dunk. Yeah, but I've got some more important and exciting stuff coming up that I'm not mentioning publicly because until I have it in my hand and it's happened, I don't want to promise things that haven't happened yet, but it's looking very promising.
Michael, what up, dude? Hooding into you, sir.
Holy shit, Drizzy.
What did Drizzy say? Oh, he messaged you something.
I'll send something to you later.
All right.
Oh, remind me, I got to talk to you about that too. So we'll talk afterwards.
All right.
Deep fried baby spine.
Who was that just told me never mind on the sheet? Was that Kevin Smith?
Cut him up, cut him up, cut him up, cut him up, cut him up. All right, dinner and a movie.
Kevin Smith, if you're in here, dude, I really appreciate that, man, because that was purely something that I just didn't consider until I'd made a move, and I had to consider it going forward. But Kevin Smith's one of those guys that had bought a knife, and I shipped it to Brian, and then realized he wanted a sheath, so it was going to come back to. Yeah.
Wait, Shane, that was Drew.
Huh?
Drew just said that was him that sent you that.
I get confused because Drew's name is not Drew on Instagram. I'm sorry, Drew. Thank you, Drizzy. I appreciate that very much.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about afterwards, so that balances out. So we're good.
Yeah. Now, hey, keep this in mind, though, Drew. If you want it shipped to somebody for a sheath, it'd save you some money if you just let Kyle ship it to them. Y'all may have already talked about that, though. I don't know.
No, we had.
If
you
you
want,
yeah.
I can.
Yeah. Donnie, he was tied into my city for a bit.
Half empty. Where are you from? What are you talking about?
Dinner and a movie.
I mean, I know who you're talking about, but what are you talking about?
I know he says Omaha barbecue fucking sucks.
I know.
Well, I can't blame them for that.
I mean,
Omaha sucks in general.
Fuck up. You've never even been here.
Ed,
That's all. I want to be there.
That's all I have heard about. I've not seen a single one of these Greg Medford videos.
No, it does suck. Like, living here is great, but I wouldn't want to visit here if I didn't live here.
Even Whitty at USA Made Blade, who's not a Greg Medford fan, he don't even sell his knives.
Half Andy, send me a message on Instagram.
Even he has been bragging about Greg Medford's internet presence over the past couple of weeks, but I haven't seen any of it. I need to go back and look for it.
Shane, I was going to ask you.
What are you talking about? Medford's OnlyFans? I ain't trying to watch that shit.
Someone was asking what scare material this is. I know it's a resin base, but I don't know exactly what it is.
They call it Damascus G10. And I would love to continue using it, but I can't find it anywhere that's US made. I thought that was US made when I bought it, and then I got an email that was in Chinese. So I don't know what to do there. I would love to buy more of that. I want to use because I love the way it looks.
Are you talking about
that's like 10 minutes from my house, dude.
And morally, I'm okay with using it as long as the customer's okay with knowing that it's not a U.S. source product.
If you're talking about G-Mascus, that's different because this doesn't feel like that.
No, that's not G-Mascus.
Okay.
That company calls it Damascus G10. That G-Mascus has like a texture to it, where that doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this actually reminds me a lot of that Fordite.
Yeah.
How it actually works.
Yeah, I don't know what actual chemical they're using to make it, but it's beautiful. And
yeah,
there's 4 or 5 different color choices, and they're $22 a pair. And I don't mind paying it and using it. I just want everybody to know up front that I can't find that U.S. sourced. So if y'all want
Malcolm, where you at?
Using that, you have to know that.
It's definitely harder than the Fordite.
Yeah,
but it still works very smooth. I mean, it's easy to work on, but it's not like that Fordite's like working with butter. It's great.
Mirsal, you're right. I looked into G-Carta. Was that you that sent me the link for that Something and Sons? I even contacted him. He makes some beautiful stuff. It's just not that. It's a little different.
Malcolm, all right.
His colors are more. His colors are like the lines in that. Some of them are like literal pencil streaks, where the G-Carta, the color separations they're just thicker. It's just a different look. Ryan, I am not a Chinese agent.
Malcolm, I'm like 3 fucking minutes from the airport, dude. I live like right next to the fucking airport.
DB Cooper, I did. The only thing I didn't do on that particular knife was the grind. That was a collab with Sawtooth Dave. So, yeah.
Sure, obviously.
I didn't do that hollow grind because I don't have my wheel yet. And I'm debating. This is another thing I need to know.
Malcolm, if you're ever here, man, hit me up. We can get some coffee or something, man. Check out some knives.
Should I try to get some other stuff sold and buy the wheel and do the next batch of thugs in a hollow grind? Or should I flat grind them? Because I flat ground Donnie's.
Flat.
And I'll be honest with you.
I like the flat.
Better.
Flat for the win.
Yeah.
I mean, the hollow's great, don't get me wrong, but I like the way the flat looks on that knife.
Yeah, for sure. And
by the way, Donnie, that whole situation that I asked you about changed, so I didn't have to use your knife. However, me had both spent about 4 hours looking for it. We can't find it. Nice. So I guess I'm going to have to make you another one. But yeah, that other situation worked itself out more perfectly than I could have imagined.
That's good.
That's good.
I'll just say this: Ed Harrison is the only reason that situation worked out, and so hats off to Ed for being patient and being kind enough to let me do what I did. It enabled me to sell a knife locally. Anyway, hats off to Ed Harrison.
Well,
And like I said, I'll buy some more of that stuff if you guys are okay with it. I'm okay with it. Like I said, if it was $10 more in America and it was the exact same look, I'd pay it. I just can't find it.
It looks great and it works great, so it's whatever people want.
Right.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine either a hollow or a flat. But
well, there will be more hollows coming when I get my wheel. That's what I'm saying. Should I hold off on even making thugs until I get the wheel? I don't know.
No, you should make some flat ground ones for sure.
Yeah, I'll make some flat ground ones, and then if I know if Paul Mills buys one, he's going to.
Not everybody wants a hollow grind, I mean.
And here's another thing. Dave has already told me he's sitting on ready, waiting on go. He's more than willing to hollow grind some more. So
sure.
Yeah, I mean it's not out of the question.
Well, here's the thing: I would still offer the hollows if you do them in batches, and there's going to be more expensive than the flats.
Right.
Yes.
And just do flats for cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, Wayne, that's pretty good, Drew. I wonder if I can find it. I was so mad, dude, because it was Valley Composites out of California. I don't mind at all saying who it was. And then I got the email, and I don't know if they forgot to hit the translate button, but let me see if I can find it.
Or they just don't care, one of the two.
Right. That's not it. That one's in all English. But they sent me one that was in Chinese. And I was like, oh, I fucking caught you now. I've had so many from them.
Joe Isabella here?
He was earlier. I don't know if he's still in here.
Okay. Well, I was going to say that would be the dude to talk to, Shane, about the Mammoth.
Yeah.
He's worked with it.
I'm gonna be very patient with that. I'm not in a hurry to ruin it.
I know it's difficult to machine. It machines like metal.
And in all honesty, that might be something that I send to Joe or Brian or somebody else to make that material. Just because I have it, I won't lose any pride in knowing that I didn't shape it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Probably stuck to a match. You're probably right, Aiden. But it was a good excuse to clean up my work area. I've looked I know it's there. Dude, it could be sitting under a piece of Kydex, something, but I haven't located it yet. But I went ahead and ground that for Donnie. I knew, that he can't be in a rush to get me mine, but I just wanted to see what it looked like. And I sent you a picture of it, didn't I, Donnie?
Yep.
I was so happy with that knife.
It looked good, man. I loved it.
Yeah, that flat grind. I think because it made the blade more uniform, something, I don't know, but I really dug it flat grind.
Did you send me another box, Shane?
I haven't yet. I was waiting on one more thing to put in with it.
That's fine. I'm still finishing up people, so I wasn't sure if you sent that Shaman or not.
No, but Ryan Shear and Mad Yoko's bitch are both coming to you tomorrow with my Shaman, and there was something else. I don't remember what it was now.
Okay.
I thought I'd ruined that Shaman, guys, but Meathead took it home and cleaned it up, so I'm going to get it sharpened for him and give it to him. I know that seems like a bit much of a gift, but that dude's been really good to me.
Not for that shop. I think that's very nice.
Even though I think he's fucking me on the power bill sometimes.
A good punch in the forehead wouldn't hurt.
Right.
Sure wanted.
Yeah, the thing I hadn't brought up, he's probably listening right now getting mad. The thing I haven't brought up is he took what the power bill was beforehand and then looked at what it was after. And that's what he charged me. And I was thinking, yeah, but you're also You're also building a house.
I'm gonna say all that construction he's doing.
Yeah, all that construction on the side of the shop. But hey, man, I don't care. I just like.
I mean, you got a pretty good setup, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and I got.
Dude, I wish I had a shop that big. I'd be loading it up. I'd be like, sorry, meathead, I'm bringing in another
Look
tool.
at that 2 pictures I sent to Donnie. Remember that?
Yeah. Sleuths, love them.
I know.
Aiden, I agree.
There it is. Yeah.
Regrind
The
shine.
background thug that I can't seem to locate anywhere.
There it is.
Yeah. This right here is not flat ground.
Oh, yeah, Stevie's going live in 30 minutes. I thought I was about to be bored as fuck.
Yeah, this is
No,
now.
good call.
This is now
Right.
So I gotta get new scales on it whenever that material.
I would go live. I don't think
Yeah, I was supposed to jump at 11. It's 11 right now. So yeah. Guys, we're
Oh,
gonna
shit.
jump off
I
here.
wasn't trying to. No, fuck you.
No, I really need to go.
All right, all right.
I've been having to kind of
Hey, Donald.
Yeah.
get
What's
into
up?
it.
Oh, that's too good.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here and I'll see
Thanks,
you.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah.
Shit.
Have a good night, Donnie.
Empty, thank you
Yeah,
for
that's
thank you for the
awesome.
sale, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. And yeah, hats off, guys. See y'all.
Later.
Just in honor of Stevie.
This is a very, very good sandwich.